Welcome back, trainers. So in this video, we're going to be going over IVs in PvP because the question still remains for a lot of people as to why do you want lower attack and higher defense and stamina for some Pokemon? Now, this is not all of them. Say a Pokemon maxes out under 1500 for the Great League. You're going to want to have 100% IV for that Pokemon because, well, its full potential is going to be completely maxed out at level 40 under 1500. So that's the best product that you're going to be able to have. Now, very quickly here, why you're going to want lower attack. And this is because all in all, it's going to give your Pokemon more bulk and potentially able to fire off more charge moves. Simply put, right there. Now, there's a few more things we need to go over. You've probably heard me talk about this in random videos in and out about this, but I just thought I'd make a dedicated video. So basically, if you're in a mirror match, say you're up against there's two Toxicroaks out there, and one of them has let's say 10 attack, and the other one has PvP ideal, so very low attack, maybe 0 or 1, right? The one with higher attack is going to be able to throw the charge move first in that scenario because it does have higher attack. Both of the Toxicroaks are equal as far as their base attack stat value, but when it comes down to IVs, the one with higher IV attack is going to be outperforming it as far as higher attack, and if you have higher attack, you're going to be able to go first. So that is the benefit of having higher attack. If you invested in, say, not the best PvP IV Pokemon around, and you're like, man, this thing's secondary move wasn't cheap, I kind of feel like a fool for powering this up and investing in it. Well, check it out, it's not all bad. And taking a look at some of my Pokemon, I've invested in a whole bunch of horrible IV Pokemon as well. It is what it is. Niantic did implement that new change, making it so if you do have a higher attack, you're going to be able to win that charge move priority. Now, that was just the example between the two Pokemon that are the same types. Not all Pokemon are going to have the same attack stat, so you have to keep that in mind. That was just the example between the two Toxicroaks. And just because you have the higher attack doesn't mean you're going to be winning CMP up against other Pokemon that have a higher base attack than you and potentially 0 attack. Just keep that in mind, right? Another thing about having higher attack, which is going to be kind of a negative, is going to be the fact that you're not going to be able to take as many hits because you're not at a higher level. See, when you have higher attack IV, the CP is going to be weighing a lot heavier, meaning you're going to have higher CP levels with higher attack IV. The attack IV just weighs the CP way more than the other two stats. So having that lower attack is going to enable you to have a better level product Pokemon. Higher level, more bulk, more charge moves, longer in the battle, right? Now, I'm going to tell you this. The Shiftry that I found yesterday is going to be rank 3. Magnificent. Compared to the one that I had before, is there a difference? Did I notice in the battles that I had? The one that I had before was horrible, awful, but it still pulled wins. I'm going to tell you this, the one that has the lower attack was taking hits like a champ. I'm not going to say it's super bulky now, but it was taking ice beams better, it was taking flash cannons better, and this is the one that I caught yesterday. So you can check it out here and see the hits that it's taking. So absolutely, when I saw that, it's not the first time I knew this, but it was a big eye-opener using Shiftry so much with those IVs and then bringing in this rank 3. And it was kind of I wouldn't say a night and day difference, but it's able to take hits and pull wins. See that right there? That's just one example. If I was running with my old Shiftry, that would have KO'd and I wouldn't have lost the match. But with this new rank 3, I was able to tank that hit and actually finish off that Meganium. Now, like we discussed in the beginning of the video, we're going to go back to this really quick. And we did take a look at an example over here on PvP Poke with two Alterias before the Registeel versus the Altaria. One of them had 15 attack, one of them had lower attack. The one with 15 attack was able to win, not only because it's doing more damage with Dragon Breath, but it's also going to be able to win the CMP charge move priority. So when they both hit their charge move at the same time, the one with higher attack is going to be able to throw the charge, inevitably making it the winner, right? So it's things like that you need to think about. So pretty interesting stuff here, guys. I know a lot of you have already known this for a while, but there's still people out there who are very curious. So basically for the Ultra League, same deal, right? If a Pokemon maxes out at, I don't know, 24, 75 at level 40, you want 100% IVs. for Ultra League because it's maxing out under 2,500. And kind of the same concept. I'm going to put a link to a site where you can actually put in the IVs and it will rank it for you, right? Go Stadium has a site that is magnificent, very simple to use. You put in the name of the Pokemon, you put in the IVs, and it tells you the rank. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, I will tell you this. Little example, right? Let's go back to the Great League. The Shiftry that I have is rank 3. 1 attack and 15 defense, 15 stamina. Rank 1, I do believe, is 0 attack, 14 defense, and then 11 stamina, something like that. But nonetheless, the rank 1 has 0 attack. So my rank 3 is going to be able to outperform it because it has 1 attack IV, and both of the Shiftry's base attacks are the same. I'm going to be able to win CMP, inevitably winning the battle. So why is the other one rank 1? Certain breaking points, certain matchups, certain things. That's just going up against 2 Shiftries there, right? In other scenarios, it's going to be able to pull better the rank 1, but just want to let you know those kind of scenarios that are out there like that. As far as the Master League, simple. You just want 100% IV. That's it. That's it. And Best Buddy, all right? Not necessarily everything needs to be Best Buddy. Some of them don't really make much of a difference, but let's be realistic. Any sort of CP boost is going to be great for you, right? So there it is, folks. Pretty, you know, it's been out there for a long time. I know there's newer players that are joining the scene every single day that just simply don't know about the IVs. So there it is. I hope that helped you out to some degree. Now that's going to bring me to the next topic. Should you start remaking a bunch of your Pokemon, say doubles, and with better PvP IVs? I'm going to go off and tell you this. Not necessarily. If you're big into PvP and you're trying to pull the best potential as possible all the time, then maybe you may want to, okay? But for the most part, it's not too much of a big deal. It can help you with the bulk. Having those perfect IVs is going to help you survive, maybe with 1 HP, maybe with 2 HP, right? And that's going to make all the difference. You survive with that HP, then you're able to get off your charge move and win multiple times. You guys seen it before, not just with me, but I'm sure it's happened with yourselves. And in all leagues, Great, Master, and Ultra, where, you know, you get to 1 HP, you barely survive, you're able to get off that charge because your IVs were just perfect. The perfect scenario for that situation because you had enough bulk to survive. So it can make all the difference. So technically, I'm just kind of being careful and saying you should go and make a bunch because I don't want you to start investing in a whole bunch of double Pokemon and you're not going to see too much of a difference. You have to be very, I wouldn't say articulate, but you have to kind of pay attention and be really into PvP and know the matchups and know all the scenarios that were happening before. And then when you have these better IVs, you will be able to see the difference. But personally for myself, I do remake Pokemon. If they have like a very good stat product for those IVs for that league, I'll go ahead and do it. I mean, I know a lot of you don't have the dust to do all this stuff, but hey, Go Battle League is getting real sweaty, and it seems like we're going to be needing the best that we can get lately, right? All right, so basically, if that went over your head, let's sum this up very quickly here. Lower attack equals more bulk, potentially more charge moves, but you could lose the CMP, which means the charge move. Whoever's going to get off their charge move first in a mirror match between 2 specific Pokemon, right? The higher attack Pokemon is going to be able to throw the charge move first. If it's at the same time you guys both hit like Hydro Pump or Play Rough or whatever it is. If you're having higher attack, you're going to be doing slightly more damage, but you're going to be fainting a little bit quicker. Other than that, I don't want to overcomplicate it, and we'll just leave it at that, right? So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I have a little treat for you guys if you watch it to the very end. I'm going to give your daily dose of Athena here. So I didn't really get too much footage of her today, and actually she's in the room with me right now as I'm recording, being a very good girl laying down. So she is sleeping quite a bit, and you know, that's what puppies do. We go out, we run around for a bit, she goes potty and all that stuff, and then we come inside, she eats, and you know, we hang out for a bit, and then she naps. I love it. I love it. But the thing is, Oh, she gets up at the crack of dawn. The first night was beautiful. Oh, she was so good. So I'm looking forward to this. She is such a good little girl. So I'll be bringing you guys some more footage of that. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up again. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.